What's going on, everybody? It's your man with the plan, ShaneMan20. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully y'all are having a fantastic day so far. I just want to say real quick, allergies suck. Don't ever get them if you can. So before we get rolling into the clips, guys, I just wanted to point out one thing real quick. If you guys have not seen yet, this channel has finally hit 1,000 subscribers. So unfortunately, I missed the opportunity in which it actually hit, but I just want to show you guys this. That's incredible. Like, honestly, I'm at a loss for words right now. I set out well over a year ago to start this channel and just kind of see where things would go, put content out as best as I could, and here we are today. We are finally at 1,000 subscribers. This is awesome, and I cannot thank you guys enough for this. Really, I can't. This is incredible. Thank you all so much for your support. And just so we are aware, today's date is May the 16th, 2018, and I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you all so much for your support into this channel, because it means so much to me. It really does. Thank you all so much. And with that being said, you guys are going to be the OGs when this channel explodes. So just keep that in mind. You guys are the originators, not the imitators. You are the real deal. You guys stuck it out. You're the very first 1,000 here. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. So rolling into the clips, we are going to be showing you me going to pick up my wheels and tires for the truck. We are also going to be showing you the wheels and tires for the car. Probably a little miscellaneous things going on here and there. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this vlog. The next vlog will contain all the suspension stuff for the truck. We're going to have some fun, I'll tell you that much. So let's get rolling into it. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. It is currently Tuesday morning, about 10:30. Getting ready to go head up to Indianapolis. We got to go to FedEx Freight, and guess what we're picking up? That's right, we're going to be going to pick up the wheels and tires for the truck, and I'm absolutely excited to go pick these things up. Now, I kind of already knew that was going to be the case, that I was going to have to go pick them up at FedEx Freight, because our drive, like this whole thing up here, is way too tight for a semi to get up here, and I really wouldn't want them to try to get up here because it's like super tight. So we got to go pick them up with the truck. I'm absolutely excited to do that. It means I get to actually haul something around a little bit. So why not have a cold start Tuesday for you guys? Head on to Indy. I'm not going to show you the entire trip because you guys have seen the trip to Indy. It's boring. So I will meet you guys at the FedEx Freight facility. Alrighty, kids, so we have finally arrived at the FedEx location. So we're going to be looking for Bay 120, which should be an absolutely fun time to find. Alrighty, boys, we got the wheels and tires for the truck. I'm absolutely excited. Got them on a pallet. Well, I can at least use the pallet for something. But anyways, we're gonna head on out. Gonna head back home. Just wanted to show you guys that we got the wheels and tires for the truck. I am super excited. So as we cross these railroad tracks, you guys have got to see this thing, man. This is badass. Look at that. I hope you guys can like see that better than I can, but that is freaking awesome. Alright guys, so I made it back home with the wheels and tires. Gonna try and get them offloaded before I go to work. I don't know how well that's gonna go over because I do have one more thing that I have to do, and it involves the little blue machine right there. So ever since installing the new exhaust on it, it actually rubs against the heat shield. The V-band clip does. There's a V-band clip that connects the two middle sections of the mid pipe together, and it seems to be wanting to rub up against the heat shield from time to time. So I'm going to try and get underneath the car and see if I can figure out if I can move the exhaust over, or if I can kind of make a small indentation in the heat shield to try and move it over enough to, you know, keep it from hitting up against the heat shield and rattling, because it's noisy and I don't like it. So let's move the car. Gonna do a cold start for you guys real quick, because, you know, y'all deserve a nice, awesome Subaru Rumble cold start. So we have the car up on the ramps, so I'm going to get underneath here and try and see and figure out what I can do about this situation. So you guys see that V-band clamp, and yes, I know what you're going to say. That bolt is hanging way too far down, and yes, I know it is. But honestly, I have looked at this in every other possible scenario. I flipped it around, tried to make it work, and it just kept rubbing up against everything anyways. So it really didn't matter how I turned this around in any way, shape, or form. So it kind of sucks that it has to hang down and grind down, but the problem is that the bolt, or the nut rather, does not want to back out all the way. It stops at a certain point, and I find that a bit odd. So I just kind of said, screw it, I'm going to leave it there. If it happens to grind itself off, it grinds itself off. I can get V-band clamps elsewhere, not a big deal. So I'll show you guys where it's actually rubbing. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's actually where it's rubbing up against the heat shield. And it is kind of strange. This is a really, really tight fit back in here with all this exhaust. Like, I thought I had everything situated where I thought it would be okay. Apparently not. So trying to figure out what to do about making it, you know, work right now, because I don't think moving the exhaust around is going to do very much good at all. Alright, so I took my handy dandy, always trusty, never rusty flathead screwdriver here and kind of bent that back just a little bit. I know it looks kind of nasty, but I promise you it's not going to be a huge deal. It was rubbing right here on the V-band clamp, and I also noticed that it was rubbing right down here as well, so I went and bent that back some, and it is no longer touching anywhere. So yeah, I think we're good to go now on the exhaust. But otherwise, I do really enjoy this new exhaust. It sounds absolutely awesome. And to Nameless Performance, you guys make an awesome system. It can be a bit of a pain in the butt to get in, but it's otherwise sounds fantastic. It does not drone whatsoever. So what we are doing today is we are going to be mounting these set of new wheels and tires on the Subaru, because at this point I'm really curious to see how they look on the car, and at the same time I'm getting really antsy about getting a set of summer wheels and tires on this car, because the thing is this still has the winter tires on it, and nothing against the winter tires, but usually when you have a winter set you kind of want to save them for the winter. So that's why I'm getting really eager to want to take these off. But in any case, I really want to get the winter set of wheels and tires off this car, so that way we don't have, you know, they're not getting worn down any much further, and we can save them for the winter. And yeah. Also, the other thing we're going to do today, or try to do anyway, is clean up the car because it is an absolute dirty mess. I don't know if you guys can tell at all by chance. Like, look at the level of pollen or dirt or whatever it is that's on this car. And I think it has something to do with, I don't know, those or that, or maybe even that. I don't really know. But the car really needs to be cleaned up really bad. It's bugging the ever-living crap out of me that it's so dirty. Now, believe it or not, I actually cleaned the truck yesterday since I got a reload on my Adams Polishes stuff, which is always nice. Since I had a date with the girlfriend, decided I would take the truck, get it all cleaned up, which did. And as you can tell, it's pretty nice. It looks really nice once again. And even though, you know, we're still in the springtime, you can see there's a little bit more pollen buildup again on it, but it's springtime, summertime, whatever. Things are gonna happen and it's gonna get dirty and there's nothing much I can do about it. But worst case, if anything like that happens, I have waterless wash. I can always keep it nice and clean. No big deal there whatsoever. But yeah. And that's also reminding me of one other thing I want to show you guys real quick. Wheels and tires. So I told you guys last week that the wheels and tires were on their way here, just weren't here yet. Well, guess what, kids? They finally showed up. Now, I think it's only fair to kind of tease you with the little bit that I can. We'll start out here. We got some Nitto NT420S's. These things look absolutely sick on these wheels. And as you can tell, they are in a 245 40 R22. Now, generally, with a 22-inch wheel, at least for these trucks, I think OEM is 285 40 R22. But I decided I wanted to go down to the 40 because the 40s are actually speed rated. They're rated up to 149 miles an hour. Not saying the truck's ever going to go that fast, but when you're talking about making it fast and you want to do all this stuff, might as well have tires that are a little bit more rated for what you're going to do. And as far as wheels, oh yeah, we went with an OE Creation P169. These are a machined spoke with a black inside and a black barrel, as you guys can tell. I don't know if you can see very well or not. But in either case, this also has the finish that is like solid all the way around. They do have another set that actually has it like I think these parts of the spokes are thinner. And they don't really look all that great to me, so that's why I decided to go with this set. And I actually have center caps for this as well. They're chrome, I just haven't put them in yet. But in either case, we have wheels and tires for the truck, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to finally have the set of wheels and tires for this truck. And this thing is going to look absolutely sick when everything is all said and done. So anyways, we're going to put these wheels and tires on the Subaru. I'm going to get it moved out to about right here somewhere, and then yeah, we'll get started on switching out tires. Get to it. Now, something that is worth mentioning, I know I said we were going to roll right into it, but one thing that is worth mentioning is that you guys can see they are already marked for where they need to go. The reason for that is simply just because these do have TPMS sensors in here, which they're built into that. They decided to label those for me just simply because I don't really know why there was any reason to it, but they're labeled, they're like that, so yeah. One other thing we're also going to do is also clean these wheels and tires up and get them ready to store for the summer, because I don't know if you guys can tell, those things are like incredibly dirty. Like that was a spot that I wiped off, and it actually looks really nice once you clean them up, so yeah. Alrighty, boys and girls, we finally have the new wheels and tires on the car, and I have to say, this thing looks incredible. I mean, would you look at the poke all the way down there? Look at that. Look at that. And if you guys are really curious as to how close that's getting to the caliper. I mean, I don't know how well I can get into there. I mean, it's, whoo boy, that's pretty tight. Now keep in mind, these are a plus 45 offset. They should work. At the absolute worst case, I can go get some, you know, 3mm shims. I really don't want to use any kind of spacers with this at all if I can help it, because I don't really want to have anything like staggered like that. So I don't know. Now, as far as the back's fine. The back is actually good to go. The back looks fantastic. A lot of clearance, you know, like I can fit my whole hand back in there. So that much is good to go. But the front, on the other hand, is really tight. So everything is torque to spec though. So I guess the worst case is we can try and roll it around and see what happens. Well, now that we've got the wheels and tires on the car, there's only really one thing left to do, and you know, we got to go test it. So let's go do that, shall we? All right, so kind of doing a little bit of a warm up for the car. I have already kind of driven it around just to make sure that it wasn't going to hit the calipers. And I have news to report back. It doesn't hit the calipers at all, which is always a good thing. It's just really, really, really close. And taking a nice little tight turn. And I have no rub whatsoever. Which again, is another good thing. You don't want any fender rub. And with a 255 wide tire, I was a little bit concerned about whether or not it was going to rub, and it doesn't rub. So far so good. And this car, holy crap, does it grip. We'll just do some circles, I guess, because I want to see. Oh my God, this thing grips. Holy shit. Not bad, not bad. These tires definitely do their job. And especially with an all-wheel drive car, holy crap, does it have grip. Yeah, like I said, I don't feel any fender rub whatsoever, so, and I don't hear it either, so that's always a nice sign. And the one other thing that I'm trying to listen for is for it to hit the calipers, and like I said, I think I would have figured if it was going to hit it by now, we'd already know. So that's at full lock. No rub. Impressive. And this thing has like turning radius of, you know, some craziness. And just to double check it, no, it's definitely not hitting the caliper at all. So I think we had a good choice in wheels, kids. Here, I don't think we are going to be disappointed. confidence in my driving to do that, but if I can find third gear too. Case in point, I'm not going to say I'm the world's best driver, but for somebody who hasn't really drove manual transmission very much, it ain't bad. It could be much, much worse. And the thing is that I keep trying to learn. Well, almost missed my turn. Getting into boost. We'll just use this as the turnaround point, but I have to say, holy crap, do these tires grip. Definitely have to say that I'm very impressed with these wheels and tires and the way they look on the car, and as well as how this car now handles. Holy crap, it's a whole different car. Now that's not to say that the winter tires weren't bad, but you know, they are winter tires. They're basically just all seasonal tires with a pretty knobby looking setup, you know, like they're really nice for what they are. Now we're just doing a bit of a cool down on the car. Just want to try and get it nice and cool before we park it for the rest of the day. But in either case, definitely wanted to give you guys my overall review of the car and how I felt about it. Holy crap, do these wheels and tires feel like, they make this car so much better. So needless to say, these wheels and tires are exactly what I expected out of them. This thing is perfect. This is the nicest setup, the best way I could possibly have it. Wouldn't have it any other way. So wrapping up the video, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the wheel and tire review, because these things are honestly really sweet, and I've gotten so many compliments on these wheels since I've gotten them, and a lot of people really do like them, because from a distance they look like just any other ordinary 6-spoke wheel, but when you get really close to it, you can kind of see the fine details, and even though the hardware isn't exactly, you know, real, it definitely looks really nice on this car, and I can't say enough about how awesome these wheels are. And like I said, the wheels do not hit the calipers at all, and these tires grip really well, and I like these wheels and tires so much. Definitely have to say that Niche makes a great wheel. For those wondering, these are Niche Altair M192 wheels in 18 by 8.5, and of course Michelin Pilot Super Sports in 255 40 R18. As far as the car sits, we are pretty much done. I still want to do some aero stuff to it, but that is for another time. This weekend we're going to be giving that old girl some attention, and she's going to be getting her suspension work done this weekend. And when this video goes live is when we're going to be doing the suspension, starting from Friday and hopefully finishing up, if we need to, on Memorial Day on Monday. So since I have a 4-day weekend, might as well take the time to knock it out. This thing is going to get dealt with in a really quick time span. Wrapping it all up, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, because I really do appreciate it, guys, honestly. And if you're stopping into this channel for the first time, please hit that subscribe button, because, guys, who doesn't like STI content? Who doesn't like Silverado content? We're going to be turning this thing into a full race truck. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. And if you're going to hit the subscribe button, you might as well hit the notification button at the same time, because if you don't, you're going to miss out, and nobody likes missing out, okay? Just listen to me. I'm telling you the truth. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You're going to save yourself a whole lot of time. With all that said, guys, hopefully you have a fantastic day and take it easy.